You can cut either 2 coordinating fabrics, or I have chosen to line mine with terry cloth. So I have my coordinating fabric and my terry cloth fabric. You're gonna start with your terry cloth fabric and you're gonna place it right side up, and then you are going to place your coordinating fabric or your front fabric right sides down. So they're going to be facing right sides together. And then you are going to clip or pin the fabric in place. I like to make sure that I clip the curves quite a bit so they don't move when I sew them. And now that we have it all clipped, we are going to go ahead and start sewing. I'm going to start by leaving a space that I can pull the bib through at the end. So I'm going to start sewing here. I'm going to sew all the way around the neck area, all the way back around, and I'm going to stop sewing here. We are using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Don't forget to backstitch to start. You're going to want to go slowly around the curve. Go ahead and let the presser foot come up and down, and the presser foot comes up. As you sew around the curve, sew a couple stitches and then stop, lift, and sew a couple more. When you get to the end, go ahead and backstitch and trim. We are going to make small notches with our scissors around the curve. I'm going to come specifically to the corners, so if this is going to be an outside corner, I'm going to cut a notch. Being very, very careful not to cut through the thread. And then I'm going to come up here to this curve. Making sure to get these curves. On the inside here, I can just make notches like this, and that is going to help it lay nice and flat when we turn it right side out. I am going to go ahead and cut 2 notches right here on either side of my opening, but I'm only going to cut them 1/4 of an inch. Now take your scissors or your rotary cutter and mat, and we are going to trim down to 1/4 of an inch along the bib. So now we have our bib with the notch in place that we've left. And you're going to see this little fold right here. And this is really going to help the bib and the seam allowance sit nice and flat, and it's going to look really professional. And then I'm going to take this little part and this part. Now we're going to either pin it or clip it shut, and then we're going to top stitch the bib. When you're going around the curves, slowly go. Needle down, presser foot up, take a couple more stitches, needle foot down. I'm going to quickly trim the threads. And then I like to press it one more time, and then you can either add Velcro or cam snaps or regular snap. And ta-da! Now we have added the cam